Queen Boss Lady, also known as your motivational speaker. You got somebody in your energy that is mad that you got away. They married you. They worked very hard to marry you in the spiritual realm. They worked very hard to mess up your stability. They worked very hard to mess up your foundation. So they're looking at you and you're looking at your blessings coming in. These are the same blessings that they thought they blocked. You're watching them come in. They're also watching these blessings come in that they thought they blocked for you. This is someone that worked very hard to block you, to block your stability, to block your family life. This is someone that married you in the spiritual realm. Your father married you in the spiritual realm. You have a baby's father here that married you in the spiritual realm so that you would not be an empress. Attached to these men, you'll be cursed. And that's why they wanted to attach themselves to you so that you will always pay their karmic debt. You would always be, it's one of those cases where you're a good person, you do good, but you don't get good back. You do right by people, but you don't get done right by bad people. It's like they're trying to manipulate God and the universe. It's given that story in the Bible where, the brother got the blessing because he felt the father thought it was him because he had the wool and he had that. These are men that want to be kings. They want to be kings, but they're not. They're absolutely not. Kings don't tear down emperors' stabilities and make it seem like this emperor isn't an emperor. Make it seem like this woman isn't, a woman. Like she isn't all that in a fucking bag of chips and a soda. Like this man want to play some type of fucking game with you. Because you know that this person married you in the spiritual realm. For a long time, you did not know that this person was married to you in the spiritual realm. Yeah, they don't want you to bring a death. Because you did some type of cord cutting, some type of some type of cord cutting. You got this person. You divorced this person in the spiritual realm once you found out that they married you. I'm getting like without your permission, against your will. Against your will, they went into the spiritual realm and did this. I'm getting up to 3 men in your family have gone into the spiritual realm and tried to marry you. Tried to make it an even exchange, So they've been blocking your love life also as well. They married you in the spiritual realm. They had a whole wedding, a whole ceremony. Yep. Once you got the message, maybe you got a spiritual reading done. Maybe a spiritual reader told you that your dad tried to marry you in the spiritual realm. Your brother tried to marry you in the spiritual realm. And you have a baby daddy here that tried to marry you in the spiritual realm. You're going to get justice. They're not getting no justice. They not. And then they wanted to bring justice in on you. Like once you found out what these men was doing to you and you said something or you called judgment on them or, it's like they want to bring justice on you. They want to get you locked up. They want to get you put up underneath the jail. They want to, pin false charges on you. They about to get laid to rest. That's what they about to get laid to rest for this little 7 of Swords in reverse. They about to get laid to rest. And all this little sneaky ass shit they did about to get laid to rest too. How dare them go in the spiritual room and marry you and marry their own daughter. This is the same nasty, disgusting energy that I picked up on about a year ago. And it's like regurgitating back into the energy because I guess you were supposed to give a fuck. Thank you, my love. Thank you so much. Yeah, I guess you were supposed to give a fudge. Yeah. This person tried to put you in jail. Once you found out what these men was doing to you, they tried to put you in jail. They tried to say it's something wrong with you. It's something wrong with your head. People know it's nothing wrong with you. People know it's nothing wrong with your head. Everybody knew and everybody knows that it's something wrong with these men, this man. They just afraid to say it to him because he gonna go put roots on their ass. You know, this the type of person, this the type of man that won't fight. You know, they won't ball these up and fight you. They just gonna go put roots on you. Like, what a coward. What a coward of a man. What a coward. Instead of this person, they don't even like their own daughter. They don't like their own child. Something that came out of their nutsack. They hate it. They cannot stand their own creation. Right? Because if you ask me, the devil does not like his own creation. He does not like his children. Because if he liked his children, or even if he loved his children or cared about his children, he wouldn't put his dummies in situations where they're going to crash out. He wouldn't use them to crash out if he really cared about them. So, you know, just like your dad, he don't like you, but he can stay far away from you. He can stay as far away from you as possible because he has the right to, right? He don't like you. But instead of staying away from you, because he don't like you, because he's not you, he does not hold the power that you hold, the energy that you hold. He's not as powerful as you. He's not as magical as you. He's not exciting as you. He's boring, no personality, not giving very much Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands. This is somebody that is a player, got a lot of women, control a lot of women through magic, through sex magic. And then they want to be spiritually connected to you. So when he go over here doing spell work on this innocent woman and her children and her family, the karma will come back on you. And then you wondering why is shit so hard for me when I'm doing right? You know, you eating right, you doing right, you doing everything, and then you still getting hit with the shit end of the stick. You still getting handed the short end of the stick. You still meeting men that's you know, they Knight of Wands in the reverse at that shit. God damn. Unavailable. This the magic and the witchcraft your daddy done put on you. You meet unavailable men. You meet warlocks just like him that want to chain you up, bind you up and chain you up to them mentally, physically, spiritually, and emotionally. They want you bound and chained to them. And then your dad and your brothers, they want to pull on your energy and pull on your spiritual gifts and your spiritual knowledge and your spiritual ranking. They want to go in the spiritual room and trick your ancestors into, you know, yeah, they trying to show up in the spirit realm as you. They trying to cloak themselves in your energy so they can show up in the spiritual room as you and talk to your ancestors and tell your ancestors, like, look, leave me alone, or the fuck, yeah, get out of my world. Your ancestors already know what the nigga. We know that's not. Listen, we know that ain't her. We know that ain't him. We know it's you. Like, this is how dumb they are. Like, this is how dumb they are. Like, they really think that they can offer this to your ancestors. To go and speak to your ancestors on your behalf and tell them, listen, this is what she wants. She wants to be married to us in the spiritual realm. She wants to be stripped of every fucking thing. She wants to be our sex slave in the spiritual room. We go in there in the spiritual room and her rape, you know, her sexual harass her. I'm trying to clean up my words, but it just flows out. The truth flows, and it's hard to stop it. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, that's what they trying to convince your spiritual team, that you want this abuse. You want this. This is what you want. Like, this is, if this ain't some pimps and hoes, this ain't some real pimp talking, this is what she wants. This is the furthest thing. Like, you see how that car flipped out, flew way over there. Like, this is not even one of your options. That, like, oh, I'm getting tongue-tied, tongue-twisted, so they could be doing magic on your tongue, on your speech, so that people can't understand, like, what you're saying if you're speaking up about this situation. You know, because they are still trying to make these claims and these suggestions that you're crazy, you're insane, you're illiterate, you know, you're slow, you're mentally retarded, you have hallucinations, but, you know, they do this and they tell people this so that when you say, well, because if you tell anybody, hey, well, my dad married me in the spiritual realm so that I can never get married to nobody else, so that he could block all my... They're going to look at you like they don't know what you're talking about. Like, this is the time like we living in now. Like, a lot of these warlocks, they'll play like they don't know anything about spirituality. They don't know anything about it. They don't, and they know all about it. They just use it for darkness. But they'll just know, I don't know anything about it, doesn't know, and I don't want to hear about it. They'll even tell you, I don't want to hear about it either. Oh, y'all, this coffee good. It's touching my soul. It is. Because this right here, you got 3 men that's illegally married to you in the spiritual realm, doing everything they can. They fight every man that come into your energy. Some of these men, they bribe them with money. They bribe them with milk and honey. Some of these men, they bribe them with other women. A lot of these men had every plans on marrying you. It's hard for me to get this message out. I'm gonna go ahead and get out of this. It's real thick right now. But a lot of these men really loved you, or women, they really cared for you. They really planned on marrying you, but your family, your father did spell work on all of your lovers. Went in the spiritual room, fought them, tooth, nailed, toe to toe, blow out. See, blow for blow. Your dad, your brothers literally go in the spiritual realm and fight your kingdom spouses. Do you know they get tired, they get worn out, they get depleted, like, fuck. And then they think that, okay, they think that you're the reason why they're being cursed. Because all of a sudden, it's like they going through spiritual warfare. Their car won't fucking start. Then it start, they get a flat fucking tire. Then they go to work, they hours fucking cut. It's your dad. So they feel like, well, damn, did I fucking hook up with a witch or something like that? And then they start thinking this, right? Well, damn, I thought I found my good luck charm, but every time I turn around, my mail got stole last week. Like, so many things starts happening to your divine partner once you come in union with them, to the point where it literally, and even if these aren't divine partners, these are still like men that showed up in your life, and they were still supposed to be there to help you and make your life a little bit easier and help you in that season, but they wasn't able to because they could not get through the thick of things. They thought you was cursing them. They thought you was hexing them. They thought instead of finding a good luck charm, they found a good luck hex. You know, because things start happening, and then they think, well, this person is doing this to me. And a lot of these men thought you was doing stuff to them, because they would have car wrecks. They would, you know, like I say, go to work, they hours cut, or they get their paycheck, they missing a whole $100. Just weird things started happening in these masculines' life, to the point where they thought that you was cursed. You was, and then once that seed was planted within their minds, it's like your dad just showed up like the devil. You know how the devil just show up on this shoulder and the angel just show up? It's like your dad haunts. He literally haunts down whoever you are dating at the time, and he'll be like, yeah, my daughter, she's cursed. She's gonna fuck up your whole life. She's a witch. She puts spells and hexes on me, and it's this person the whole time behind the scenes, you guys, doing this to the men in your life, doing this to the women in your life, turning innocent people that really loved you, really fucked with you, really wanted to stick it out with you, really wanted to be with you, really wanted to be on this journey with you, really wanted to heal with you, really wanted to grow with you, nurture you. They just could not, you know. And then your dad shows up, and they thinking like, okay, well, this somebody's in this person family. My right ear ringing. What? Yeah, this person want to call you. That, you know, your dad gets in their ears. It's like he's the icing on the cake. He'll come right in and be like, yeah, my daughter's cursed. That's why she don't talk to us, because da 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 da. The whole time you don't talk to your dad because you know he's the one fucking with your love life. They convince good men to leave you alone. No, leave her alone. You don't want to date her. No, she's crazy. She's delusional. She'll go off on you. She'll snap on you. She'll stab you in your sleep. All the shit that he does. She'll steal from you. You know, she's not trustworthy. You know, you turn your back and she'll take you for everything you got. She'll take you for everything you got. And these men listen to the men in your family. They literally listen to the men in your family. All the men in your family do not want you to be married. It's sad and it's sickening, because the women in your family, they're on the same page too as well. But I already made a video talking about the women in your family, but the men in your family are, oh my God, it's like the men in your family, they don't, it's neck and neck. It's tooth and tooth. The women in your family is fucking cutthroat. They sending in men to date you and dump you so they can laugh at your heartbreak. And then the men, they marrying you in the spiritual realm. It's like, what the fuck they think you is? They think you some pass around shit. They think you a blunt. That's what they think you is. Well, I know I normally don't use the cards, so I hope you guys enjoyed the cards on this particular video. But you know, I really don't need the cards, and I really don't use the cards, but I just felt like I wanted the cards to clarify what this energy that I'm picking up on, because it's so like disgusting, and I just we divorced these MFs in the spiritual realm. Immediately divorced. Like, how dare these men want to do this to you? And then you don't deserve love. You don't deserve to be loved. You don't deserve to have a love life. You don't deserve to have a sex life unless they're throwing you the bone so they can sit back and watch. That's how that's how these men feel. I have to do. I want to make this video long, but yeah, in the other video where, yeah.